Good morning from Thailand. It is about an hour after game reset, and today I want to show you a video on how to start your Devagons game most efficiently. Of course, after reset, restart the game, make sure you are up to date, and log in. First thing you will see is your daily rewards. Collect them using the claim button. After that, the most important thing to do is to go to chores and select the bounty hunt tab. The reason that this is so important is that any contribution to the bounty hunts will only be registered after you have accessed this tab. So if I would not do this and I would, for instance, beat story mode stages using only reckless personality Devagons 5 times before having accessed this tab, those though that will not be added to this bounty hunt. So only after you have chosen this tab, the bounty hunt tab, will any actions in the game reflect on the bounty hunts. So you always need to do this as soon as possible. If you forget it, you might not be able to make your bounty hunts. The second thing I like to do is check out my nursery. I send everybody to sleep and feeding them and changing their diapers when I went to sleep, and now he's ready for his new tasks. His mood is happy, yellow face. A green face is better than if you have a green face, you get more points for your training. So what I'll do is I try to maximize two of the faster ones. Use the sweet donuts, 15-minute duration and 5% health to get the saturation up, and use another diaper change to maximize hygiene. After this, it should have a green face, which means I make the most of my next action, my next training action. Since my health is not maximized yet, I like to do that first. So I'm going to select a rare health activity. This adds 50%, I only need a little bit, but there are no smaller ones in the rare section. I could do another one, but just add 10%. An unlimited one, for instance. This one does 20%. This one does health 10%. Adds 10% to health. But one of the daily tasks is to do a rare activity. It's also there's also a daily task to raise 2 attributes. To raise 10 attributes in a day. And that's easily accomplished by doing 2 rare activities with a green face. So I usually just do one of these. Getting some excess health doesn't really matter. So now my Devagon will be busy for 13 minutes on the donut left, then 10 minutes on the diapers, 23, and another 50 on the rare activity. So over an hour he is busy and I don't have to really look at him until then. So nursery is usually my second step. The third step I do often is either combat or avoid adventures. I usually check combat first, because quite often after, especially if you've been asleep, you will have your batteries and your gears maxed out and you can't get new ones when they are maxed. So I'd like to use up one, so any new batteries I can get over time will be added and not lost. So I usually do the highest possible fight, PvE fight for this. Either looking at the bounty hunts to immediately start doing bounty hunts, but studying those takes too much time for this video, so I'll just do one which has a fast result, which is my boss fight on the highest Nightmare map. I've got a nice shelter strategy here, which is rather fast. So bear with me when I beat this one. I want to get rid of that shield and do some good damage again. Put a shield on my most valuable Devigan and kill the first instance. Now we've got the big bad guy who can kill you in one hit with the multi-attack, but he usually starts with single attacks, which is why I use the shield. I'll hit them, damage him. I got another shield, I protect my second valuable one. So he attacked, but all the shields protected them and they disappeared. So now I'm going to use Centro, so he is likely to miss more, because he will still have a multi-attack available. Do some damage, more damage, shields. Oh, this was his accuracy attack, decreases all accuracies, but because of the Centro he missed 3 of the 4. More damage. Well, he's likely to miss, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, he didn't. And I'll kill him. Continue. I'm not continue fighting now because I now have 129 out of 150 batteries. With every few minutes getting an extra battery, so they are not lost anymore. I could do this on async as well, to reduce the amount of gear, so I add more of them. So I'll go to async, combat async. I'm at 7 at the moment, Johansson is at 4. I probably can beat him most of the time, so I'll try this one, choosing my best PvP. Team for that. Going back again to check what his defecons were. He has a black Koroth, he has no white Lunarians, so I'm exchanging my Lunarian killer using Candy for my Koroth killer using Life. And there we go. And let's fight. Any fights, debuffs are very, very important, often more important than doing damage, unless you are so strong you can kill most with one hit. So I'll check the first one. Doesn't do much damage, so I'm not too concerned about him yet. This is a pure booster. He does a lot of damage. Checking if he had cleans equipped somewhere. He doesn't have cleans equipped. I'll just try to incapacitate this one. He has resistance to agility, so my paralyze is likely to work. It worked. Now the next one to move, 5, 6, 7 and 8, so I'm moving first all the time now. So I can concentrate on either debuffing high damage ones. There's only one high damage one, which is already paralyzed, so I will start doing some damage myself. He's got a revive skills. We don't want that. I cannot prevent it with Berserk. I can try to kill him. And it worked. Well, just to be sure, use my group improvement to increase strength. And I'm weak against my ice element on this one. It's weak against creations, so I use Ancient Slash, which is neutral. So now I have ensured that any gears which are added over time, takes 30 minutes for a gear to be added, is not lost. So I need to do another, in 30 minutes I need to do another one to be optimized. So that's the combat first round taken care of. Store is maximize your free packs, so I'll take these. You have to go back to the main screen before it will start building up again. Don't leave them, don't leave your game within the store because it won't build up. And the last standard thing I do as part of my first round of the day is the Vault Adventures. I try to do them soon as possible because sometimes you need the same Devicant for multiple Void Adventures, and you can only start that when the old one is completed and claimed. So my Vault Adventures strategy is basically I claim everything first time in the morning. I don't do that at night. So I now have fulfilled the 5 minimum Vault Adventure target of today. Then I'll take a look what special requirements there are. 2 polite, 1 angry, 2 resilient. There are no requirements of 4 of the same kind today, as far as I can see quickly. Yes, there's 4 curious. I'll start with that one because we have 4 curious Devagans. So if I would have used them in another Voltage Venture, I couldn't do this one without having to stop the old adventure. So, filling them in. They are going on adventure. Nerdy one. To that there were no other 4s that I could see quickly. A cleaver. I only have 1 cleaver. With aware. A miner, I only got 1 miner, so we'll do that one. Okay, this 1 miner takes care of all the 3 requirements. Except of course for the tickets. That's done. Now I just recheck quickly any special ones. An Eldritch, I only got 1 of these. So I'm doing that one. Yeah, I use a Nerdy, that's safe because I already did a Nerdy Volt Adventure. Void Adventure. Too polite, I got enough, but to highest one is an interesting one. I don't have a polite with Sanity 9+. So I'm actually going to have to use the 3rd one to fulfill that sanity objective. I'm not using the first beta one because I only have 1 beta and I may have missed a Voltage Venture in my quick glance using it. I don't think so, but I use a Nerdy one because I already filled in the Nerdy Voltage Venture. Void Adventure, I keep saying Volt Adventure, it's Void Adventure. 1 angry, got lots of them. Angry. 2 resilient. Just taking the first 2. This one is a mutated, but I've got other mutated, so it doesn't matter if there's a mutated one coming up. So it looks like I did most of the standard one, going back, starting to fill in the other ones. 3 power attributes. I could have used the top row because there's no 4 unique adventures today. But I tend to not to do that just to be sure if I'm not fully awake yet or miss something. 1 power attribute, and this is a unique one, but I got enough. Sanity attribute. Just take the first one. One mid Devagan, okay. Doing it. I don't have materials to create force materials, so not doing them. 2 adults. The daily counting, it doesn't give you any seeds, but well, anything free is nice, even if you don't use it now. Maybe you will in the future. So I'll fill it in. Doesn't cost you anything if you've got enough Deficans. So that concludes the Voltage Venture part. And now I usually start looking at the free energy is available. So I'll get my free energy and watch advertisement. Advertisement availability differs a lot by country or region you are in. In the US you usually have hundreds and hundreds and have no problems. In certain countries, areas like mine, which is Thailand, it quite regularly happens that there are no advertisements available. So if you're there, you are at a small disadvantage, and it's a reason I don't count on resurrects to attempt when I die in PvE. Reward granted. I can stop this. Tap to continue, and only after that it will start counting again. Next one available in 30 minutes. Now it's the time that I usually go look at the bounty hunts in more particular. Beat story mode stages using only reckless. Okay, I need a reckless. Beat story mode stages using only Corvette. So the best one to use would be a Corvette reckless. Kill 50 enemies using sight. So a Corvette reckless using sight. Doing cosmic damage. Shy could replace a reckless. I don't have such combinations, so I'll just take one which covers most. Corvette, I not have a very good Corvette. Reckless or Shy with a sight with cosmic damage. Do we have anything? Let's look at cosmic damage at my weapons. Cosmic damage. I have no sight there, so no. So we'll start with the team which I'm going to make for the bounty hunts. Let me find one. This one isn't really in use. What did we have? We got reckless, shy. Going to level. Reckless and shy. Let's see, nothing here. This one is shy. With cosmic damage or a sight. Do we have a sight for him? He's good at. There are several sights. Type. A spear. I don't have a sight. Oh, I choose spear, for instance, a sight. He's got a sight here. You can use that. I usually do the bounty hunts at the low levels to collect materials, and it doesn't cost much energy. So training ground is your friend really for maybe Darkwood for doing bounty hunts. So I'm getting this. Reckless, do I have anything good in reckless? Best one is level 10, so I'm going to do that separately. going to use this reckless one with well, I can choose it here and show something else. Reckless one, he is low scaling, no, low damage, it's only level 10, low strength, so I'm going to use a very strong weapon with him, and I have a strong life weapon for him, so I'm using that. So we'll probably be able to kill some things with this, I hope. Maximize damage here, overtraining. Okay, I'll keep it. Overtraining. Oh yeah, that's one. Misclicked. He has recessive genes, so I use recessive strike. And this bow also has recessive sync. So I'll do this. So now I'm covering the shy, the side, and the reckless parts of the bounty hunt. This one is very low level, low hit points, so I'm going to put where is it? Hold the line. Use hold the line to make the enemies attack him instead of the low one. For fast rounds on automatic, I like to use two Devigan or one only, so let's see what this does. Going to story mode, going to try the one with the most enemies on it, because most of the bounty hunts were kill 50 Devigans, and see how this works. First round again try, didn't bother about the skills yet. They are not optimal, but looks to be good enough. Multi-attack, they're gone. Shouldn't have done multi-attack, but I'm doing this manually now just to see if it's working alright. Looks pretty good. Oh, I did something wrong here. What did I choose? Oh, I got the one recessive gene count. Doesn't this one have recessive genes? Apparently not. Apparently I made a mistake. So it does only 1 damage, so I'm totally dependent on this one. You see, even during making a tutorial video, I made a mistake. I didn't double check, assume things. So this doesn't work, this only does 1 damage now, so instead I'm going to use provoke and count on him to kill everything. Don't work. Use morale. Check it again, it will only do 1 point damage. Yes, 1 point damage. This definitely does not have recessive genes. It's a great way to train recessive genes, doing only 1 damage if you haven't maxed that out yet. But I need to improve it. Sometimes, for some reason, the multiple strike does do enough damage. I will have to, let's see what it is, 70% of life damage, but accuracy is, it doesn't, okay, it does. I don't know why that works actually, might be a bug, but this doesn't work, that one does work. I'll report it as a possible bug, but I'll be happy to use it. Until then, and that should conclude this round. Not play again because I want to change that. Yes, he's full dominance, no recessive strike. I got confused with another one. So we'll change that to let's see if I've got something I still need to train, but still is good damage. Let's see how this one works. Leech isn't maximized. Okay, and now since this worked even with recessive strike, 1 point damage worked well, I'm just going to do the rest on automatic. This covers most of my first round playing in Devagans after reset. Obviously I'm going to continue if I have time. Now it's doing some things from automatic, so I get my coffee and something to eat, etc. I hope this video is helpful to you, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye all and have fun. Bye.